crashing down under. Get lost to get down.
G'day and welcome everyone to episode number 2 of 2025. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening out there tonight. So let's get into it. We do have a nice big show full for you. So I hope you sit back and enjoy your night, get comfy, get a drink. It's going to be an action-packed show. So tonight in the live show, I'm going to be having a chat with FunkyMonkeyZone all the way from New Zealand. He is the main organizer for the Rotorua Block Party in May 2025, and he's also organized a couple of other megas back in 2013 and 2022, the Auckland Mega events there. And as if he's not busy enough, he also runs and owns Geocoins.nz as well. So busy man as well. So thank you very much for taking some time out to be here tonight. Very much appreciate that. And don't forget, have a chat in the chat room with your mates. Keep it PG. I do have someone watching in the background, a little geocaching special aficionado. So if there's any, cheekiness, you will be booted out of the chat room. So please keep it PG. We are a family-friendly show. Appreciate that. We've also got another winner for the GDU calendar photo of the month for January this month. So stick around. You might be the lucky winner. I'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to Lainey at LK Consulting Group for the marketing, mentoring, and also the coaching program. Thank you to John and Di at geostuff.com.au for their continuous support of the podcast. Big thanks to C. Michelle. C. Michelle, he handles the audio editing and also some of the video editing for the podcast as well. You might see a little bit of that in action later. And big shout out to my mum, who also supports the podcast as well. Thank you very much. Now, in terms of prizes for tonight, we will pop up the web address onto the screen for you if you'd like to enter yourself into the prize draw. You need to go to tinyurl.com/GDU wheel. So that's tinyurl.com/GDU wheel. Tonight's keyword is Rotorua. Now, you will need to spell it correctly, and it is spelled with a capital R at the beginning. So that's ROTORUA. Now, this is only available for people watching live. So if you are listening back to the podcast, apologies, the competition has closed. So if you're watching live tonight, head over to tinyurl.com/GDU wheel, enter in the keyword Rotorua and your caching name, and you will be entered into tonight's prizes. We've got a lovely little selection of prizes for you this evening. Now, let's have a look through the chat room and see who is with us tonight live. Thank you very much. Julie, kicking it off. And Thomas the Tank Engine's here. Choo-choo. Oh, Team Casho joining us live as well. Thank you very much. Oh, we got Darren Archer all the way from middle of Queensland. Thank you. Sakata is here. Aquilas1, DTY is here. Kitty Catch. It's podcast time. Isa Peter is joining us live as well. Chris from New Zealand. Oh, it's getting a bit late in the evening. Minnie K. Thank you. Greg and Jen over in Western Australia. It's still mid-afternoon for you. Google, hi. Thanks for joining us live. We got Sky Lizard, my newest Patreon. Thanks for joining us live. Found It podcast all the way from Sweden. Patrick, it's going to be an early morning for you, isn't it? Me and D is here as well. Fitzy's also joining us. KJR is joining us on Facebook. Chook and Chung, the People's Choice Award winners. Oh, taking the time out for the little people. How nice. Richery's joining us live. We got Tan Saf is also here. Doomy16. Thank you for joining us live on Facebook there, mate. Stick a Crane NZ. Thank you for joining us. Contesta, how are you going, love? I hope you're on the mend. Thank you for joining us live. It's nice that you can watch us from anywhere. Thanks for being here. Well, thank you, everyone. As I say, we do have quite a big show for you this evening, so let's get into kickoff, and we'll kick off with some of the local events in the area, i.e. Australia and New Zealand. So let's get started with the welcome. Shall we start with the welcome? Everyone loves the welcome.
Welcome to the show!
Geocachers, muggles, viewers
and listeners. Over to you, PCE.
Let's get on with the show!
That's right. So we have a short bit of news here for you. So next on our list of events for Australia and NZ is the Sunbury event. If you would like to know more about the Sunbury event, just head on to YouTube or Facebook and watch the last episode, the very first episode of GDU for 2025, where we dived into that one and found out from a couple of the organisers all about that event. But it is GCAP 417, 22nd to the 23rd of March. So you've got just over a month to get organised down to Sunbury, and log your will attends for that one. Following on from that, the very next one, which we will be diving into tonight, is the Rotorua Block Party. So 25 years of Geocaching NZ. That one is GCA KR25, and it is going to be held in Rotorua, New Zealand. And it is going to where 25 years ago, the very first geocache was hidden outside of the United States. So it's going to be on the 3rd of May from 10 till 6. That's the main event. And then there is another event on 4th of May between 10 and 3 at the Rotorua Bridge Club. But we will be going over that in more details. Don't panic. Next, following on from that, is our Sunshine Coast Beach Party. So that one is GCA RTY0. And that's going to be held on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. That's on the 5th of October, and they're celebrating 25 years of geocaching as well. It's going to be held at the University of Southern Queensland at Sippy Downs on Sunday, the 5th of October. So if you can get on up to Queensland for that one, it should be nice and warm for you all in October. Now, in terms of souvenirs, you can earn a block party souvenir between the 1st of January and the 31st of December. So you've got all year to get to a block party. So to celebrate 25 years of geocaching with block parties around the world, HQ has announced that organisers of events that qualify for Mega or Giga status, they may choose to have the block party icon for their event. So if you see a Mega or a Giga in your neck of the woods, keep an eye on it. Once they reach Mega or Giga status, they can opt for the block party. Next on from that is the community celebration events. They're returning in 2025 as part of the 25th geocaching anniversary celebrations. So this event type has its own icon, and it is a special community party or gathering held during significant milestone years. And this is one being 25 years. So there are already thousands of community celebration events logged around the world. So if you can jump on the map, have a look, see what you can do if you can get to one. Now, in March, players around the world will start finding digital treasure when they log qualified geocaches. So adding to the excitement of cache discovery, the ever-evolving game will have a new feature for you to enjoy. So keep logging those caches and we will see what sort of treasure we can find. Now, this year, to keep it a bit exciting as well, GCHQ has also introduced hiding themes. So we got a new hiding theme per quarter, and that's celebrating geocaches published in 2025. So this is aimed to inspire geocachers to hide and find caches that showcase the creativity, innovation, and sense of adventure that make geocaching special. So the first theme for hiding in 2025 for the first quarter is frogs, as in signal the frogs. So if you can, hide a cache or find a cache with the theme of frogs. Now, don't forget, there is also the new locationless cache. So headquarters have announced another fun way to celebrate 25 years of geocaching in 2025 is with the publication of GCA 2025, where's 25, the locationless cache. So show headquarters where you found an already existing number 25 in the real world and log the HQ-owned cache to earn a rare locationless cache icon. And returning this year is the GIF. So we've got the Geocaching International Film Festival, which is going to be returning between the 6th and the 16th of November 2025. And that showcases the creativity and diversity of geocaches around the world. So you've got plenty of time now. You have been warned. You can either make a submission, you can run an event, or go to an event. So make sure you have an event planned, or make a video even. Yeah, make a video. Put the big effort in, make the video. All right. Well, let's move on. That's all the souvenir news we have for you now. But we'll jump into Bonnie Postcard. So for those of you who have been keeping up with Bonnie, here is her quick little February update for you all.
Hi, I am Bonnie. I am 1 year and 2 months old and I love to jump. Mom and Auntie Unique has been training me for my very first agility course. Mom said I did well and the other humans said I probably will become a star. Lots of love. Bonnie.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Patrick, for that short little clip there. Now, in terms of Patrick, we have a special guest here for you this evening. All the way from Sweden, it's Patrick! Yay! G'day, Patrick. How are you?
Good, for me, it's good morning, actually.
Oh, good morning. That's right. Yes, it's evening
Yeah.
here, morning there. How are you this fine morning?
It is perfect, actually.
Perfect weather?
Yes, it's a great day for me to start the day with
That is
GDU.
absolutely great. I love to hear that. Now, I believe you have some breaking news for us, and I've even got the intro for you. Are you ready? Not that one. That's the wrong button. There we go. Breaking news from Patrick.
Yes,
So what have you
welcome
got
to
for us,
this
Patrick?
special report on exhilarating event in the geocaching world, the TB race. We're following 4 incredible competitors as they send the trackable items on a journey across the world, hoping to cover the most distance and visit the most caches. The race features some well-known names in the geocaching community. See My Shell, Found It Podcast, Geocaching Down Under, and 2 Wombles. Let's dive into the action and see how our racers are doing. As we check the leaderboard, it's not been a thrilling ride yet, but we know it is soon to come. Each competitor has launched a trackable, and it's now up to the geocachers worldwide to pick them up, move them along, and help them rack up those miles. But before we jump into the individual report, here's an interesting fact. Every racer's trackable begins its journey with the first log, called in on a phone. That initial log marks the official start of their adventure as geocachers everywhere follow along with excitement. Let's take a look at each racer and their progress so far. First up, we have See My Shell representing the United States of America, known for his dedication to geocaching and impressive ability to find even the trickiest hides, and also a superb star on YouTube. Now, the trackable is taking a journey of its own. This one is dropped off in a TB hotel and is still awaiting someone to pick it up. The trackable will be making steady progress, and with each cache it visits, the competition gets more intense. And I think we have a call from the first geocache to make a log at this travel bug. Play it.
Cheers. TFTC. Cheers. TFTC. Cheers. TFTC. Cheers. TFTC.
Okay,
Cheers.
maybe that was a spam call as well.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, next up we have Found It Podcast. That's me, representing Sweden, of course, the beloved voice in the geocaching community, at least in Sweden. Our trackable is still in a TB hotel, but we have a log. So please play it.
It's a long way to New Zealand, but vi just loggade ett andhops Somon Else-taxit klosser. It's a long way to New Zealand, but vi just loggade ett andhops Somon Else-taxit klosser. It's a long way to New Zealand.
Okay, now we know that. So, representing Australia, we have Geocaching Down Under, known for a deep knowledge of Australian geocaching and, of course, New Zealand geocaching. Now, Geocaching Down Under has inspired countless geocachers with thrilling challenges and breathtaking finds. This trackable is already on an incredible journey, and the first log has called in.
Canvas ME to Germany.
And last but not least, we have 2 Wombles representing New Zealand, known for his creativity and enthusiasm. 2 Wombles has made a name for himself with clever hides and exciting cache placement. And we have a very long log on this one. So I say Enjoy.
Today, I've come upon a momentous occasion as I wander the untamed lands of Canterbury, New Zealand, home of the Pavlova, the legendary Far Lap, and the unmistakable tunes of Crowded House. I discovered the beloved Wee Michelle, ready to begin its own grand journey. Two Wombles, who have primed and readied Wee Michelle for their journey, have entrusted me with their care, and though it's not yet time for me to send it on its way, I am thrilled to be part of this adventure. The mission, as it was so boldly stated, is clear. This travel bug must journey across continents, touching the hands of geocachers the world over, racing towards Sea Michelle in New Jersey, USA, where its journey will finally end. But for now, it is still at the starting point of its adventure, tucked safely in my possession, awaiting its next move. The winds of fate have brought Wee Michelle to me, and though I have yet to find the perfect cache to leave it for the next daring adventurer, I am filled with anticipation. I can only imagine the incredible experiences it will have as it crosses mountains, rivers, and forests, meeting new friends and forging connections along the way. From the misty peaks of New Zealand to the shores of the United States, Wee Michelle's journey will be one for the ages. For now, though, I keep it close. Soon, I shall find the right cache, and once there, Wee Michelle will be released to continue its race, ready to meet the next geocacher who will carry it forward on its race to Sea Michelle.
As we can see, this race is far from over. With trackables traveling by land, air, and sea, anything can happen in the coming weeks. Who will come out on top? Who will be the surprise lead change? Stay tuned as we continue to track the TB race and bring you the latest updates from around the world. That's all for now, but do not forget to log our official TB News travel bug. Keep exploring, keep caching, and we'll see you next time for more thrilling updates on this TB race.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, I love the logs and the phone-in calls there. I even got a spam caller. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Patrick, all the way from Sweden, nice and early in the morning for you. Really appreciate you popping in to give us an update. So, yes, all the trackables are now on their merry way and are in the race. So you can jump on and follow them. We will be giving updates on our social medias as well. So let's get on to tonight's show and we will get started and we'll bring on Funky Monkey Zone in 1 minute. But let's just hear from Patrick one more time.
Hi, Geocaching Down Under. This is Sweden calling. Now, listen to the show.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so my guest tonight is Funky Monkey Zone, all the way from New Zealand, and tonight we're going to be finding out all sorts of things about the Rotorua event, about Geocoins New Zealand, all sorts of interesting things. So let me bring him onto the stage now. G'day, Funky Monkey Zone.
G'day, hi from New Zealand.
Oh, wow. How are you?
Not too bad, actually. It's not too late here. It's only, 10 to 10? It's all good.
Oh, good.
It's early.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, dear. Okay, so basically we've got you in to talk about a whole bunch of things, but let's start with the upcoming event first, as I think people might be keen to learn about that one. So where and when is the event being held this year?
Okay, well, as you mentioned earlier, Rotorua, and the key reason there being that it's where the very first cache was hidden outside of the US way back in May 2000. We chose May the 3rd just because it's that significant date. It's 25 years of geocaching. We actually thought of having this event, we dreamed up having this event about 18 months ago. And then the last October, the Mega in Dunedin, that got announced, and we sort of wondered whether it would be too soon to have another big event in New Zealand. But then Groundspeak obviously announced about the block parties. So it was like, oh, we can't let New Zealand miss out on a block party. And it's such a significant day, such a significant place. So we thought it was just too important to pass up. We jumped straight in.
Wow, oh, that's great. So how do people register for the event? Is it the usual, just Logger will attend?
Yep. So Logger will attend on the page. Let us know that, that you're thinking of coming. That gives us an idea of how many are going to come along. I know
Yeah.
that we're currently at around about 400 will attends, which I don't want to say it's a
Ooh,
record, but it might be a record for New Zealand. I'm not too sure.
that's
So that's
exciting.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That in sort of individual terms could be about 600 people. So we're really pleased about that.
Yeah.
We do have a website, so you can go onto the website and you can join a mailing list there. So that as we get a bit closer to the event, if we have particular things we want to announce out, they'll go out on this mailing list. So the website is just 25years.geocache.nz.
Oh, that's
Real
cool.
simple, easy to remember.
Yeah. I like
And
that.
we've also got a Facebook group, so that's a way that you can really connect with us and connect with other people that are going to attend the event. And that's 25 years of geocaching Rotorua NZ event.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, great. So you've got around 400 will attends already. That's amazing. Now, do you have a mascot or a color theme or anything like that?
We discussed at length a color scheme, and we settled on a very geocacher friendly kind of black with olive green, a very kind of almost camo kind of, so we can all disguise ourselves in the bush.
Yeah.
We've got an unofficial mascot, which is our Kiri the Kiwi, who was also our mascot from 2022, but because we were very COVID affected back then, Kiri, she didn't get to meet very many people. So we're hoping she gets to meet a few more people this time. And we have invited a certain frog along. So a certain frog should be making an appearance too.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's exciting. Oh dear. Yeah. So you've got Kiri the Kiwi, you've got Signal has been invited. What else is going on?
We also have the very first GPS maze in New Zealand. So we're really excited about that too. Yeah. We've built a brand new GPS maze for New Zealand. And yes, we are really excited about it. Yeah, it's been a lot of work, as I'm sure all the people who've made GPS mazes will know. It's actually quite a lot of work. And it's all created from scratch. So yeah, really pleased about that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that is such a draw, the GPS maze. That is really wonderful. And huge effort for you and the team and everyone. That's really great. So good on you.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of...
Just on the topic of the team, just a shout out. I see in the chat the other core team member is there, Jaeger's mum. So...
G'day, Jaeger's mum.
Wouldn't be happening without her support as well. It's a heck of a lot of work.
Good on you. Yeah, you need all the support you can get. Just every little bit helps. It's huge organising a mega. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got some other important people that are helping us behind the scenes as well. But
do Kiri and Signal get on? Oh, tank engine asking the difficult questions.
Well, I sure hope so.
We're about to find out.
Awkward if they don't.
We're about to find out. Oh, dearie me. So what events outside of the block party itself are happening?
Okay, well, we've got a welcome event happening on Friday evening. So that actually just got published, I think, today. That's just a little bit of an informal gathering. You can meet up with other people who are attending the event, make some friends, plan some caching for the weekend. We've got a CITO planned. It hasn't been published yet. We're still finalising some details with council. You know how councils can be. So that's going to be for Sunday morning. And then, of course, the actual block party venue itself will be open from 10 a.m. on Saturday through till 3 p.m. on Sunday, with the sort of official event date being the Saturday. And then we'll have like a what's next kind of event at the end of Sunday.
Okay, then. Oh, that's exciting. And so you've got the maze as well, and that's happening all weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the same venue as the block party, so it's all in the same place. Yeah.
Do people need to reserve a time for the maze, or just sort of turn up and see how they go?
We've got something that we will be announcing shortly. So as part of the whole block party, we have some supporter packs, and what we're going to do is give a little bit of priority to the people who've bought the supporter packs. But we're sort of thinking about exactly what we're going to do in terms of time slots. I mean, I guess the block party's gotten bigger than maybe we thought it was going to. We're at 400 will attend, so it's probably a good idea to put in something in place. We'll be putting up a booking system, and you'll you'll book a time slot. It'll be free, but you'll book a time slot, and that will be the ideal time for you to turn up in.
Okay, that's good. Now, I presume, as you're saying, will there be an event program explaining what's happening over the weekend as well?
Yes, there's a fairly brief event program at the moment on the website at the 25years.geocoach.nz, and we're basically adding and just filling that up as we firm up more details. There'll be some seminars and things and various other sessions and things that we want to basically get in there so that people can plan their weekend. Yeah.
Right. Okay then. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I like the idea of a schedule can get organised.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
in terms of food on site, what are the options there for people as well?
Well, we're located fairly handy to a block of shops just outside of the park, and the venue that we've actually chosen is quite a short drive into the centre of town. So there's actually like Rotorua is quite a tourism centre, so there are actually a lot of options around the area. We're not planning at the moment to have any food actually literally there on site, although when we have the quiz night, which I forgot to mention to you, another event, community celebration event happening on the Saturday evening, we will have a bar open for that. So we'll be encouraging people to be sensible, because we don't want anyone doing anything silly, but a drink with the quiz is quite enjoyable.
That is a very enjoyable way to spend the evening.
Absolutely.
Now, do people need to bring anything special for the weekend?
Well, we'd certainly like all of the Aussies to bring over your lovely weather.
Okay, we'll see what we can fit and carry on.
Not that we think we'll have bad weather in May, but I mean, we're getting into the period of the year that it can be a little changeable. So yeah, bring some lovely weather with you, and just bring your sense of adventure. There's so much to see and do around Rotorua. So
So, well, speaking of that, would you recommend a length of time for people to spend sort of either side of the geocaching weekend to make the most of their trip?
Well, okay. I mean, there's two real options. Like if you're coming in from overseas in particular, there's two options you've got. Whether you're coming in for the block party, you're going to spend a lot of time just around that general area. I mean, I think you could easily lose a week or more to see. Like I say, there is so much. There's some really beautiful lakes, mountains. In the wider Bay of Plenty area, you've got some beautiful beaches and coastline. If you head a little bit south out from the Rotorua area, you've got the Central Plateau, you've got the mountains, you've got the Tongariro Crossing. There's a real wide variety. If you're going to spend longer, then you've got all of New Zealand. And I mean, New Zealand's obviously famous for its scenery. Head down to the South Island, see some beautiful mountains and stuff down there. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, you could easily lose a week. You could easily lose 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good to know. I mean, if you're going over, make it worth your while and have a look around. Oh, DTY is coming over. Nice.
Absolutely.
Good job. So
Excellent.
in terms...
See you there, DTY.
So I know we're just talking about spending time. When can people actually get there?
Well, like I say, the block party itself is for the weekend, so it's starting from 10 a.m. on the Saturday and going through to 3 p.m. on Sunday. But like as I said, Rotorua just has so much, like so many geothermal things to go and look at, and the lakes and everything. It is a wonderful area. So do turn up early, do stay a little bit after. There's so much cool stuff.
Okay, well, then that sort of leads into my next question regarding what's available for accommodation. So I guess people can get there as soon as their accommodation is organised?
Absolutely, yeah. Once again, Rotorua is a tourism centre, so there is a lot of accommodation around the Rotorua area. And if you actually spread a little bit further through that lakes area, or even like up to an hour drive in any direction, you've got Tauranga, you've got Hamilton, and you've got Taupo to the south, all accommodation centres. Yeah. Okay.
Is there accommodation on site?
We don't have accommodation on site because our venue, which is a really nice venue, like it's a really cool venue, is within a park, basically, in Rotorua. Right. So in terms of accommodation on site, I don't think there's like camper van parking overnight in that park, but there are a number of them around Rotorua, and we've got them on the website as well. There's links through to that stuff on the website.
Great. So head over to 25years.geocache.nz and have a look through the website for those details there. Now, we've talked a little bit about accommodation. Is the event pet friendly?
Again, because it's a park, it is no dogs. I did have a little check again on Street View last night, and I was looking at the sign. There's no sign that says there's no cats, but definitely no dogs.
Might be a loophole there.
Might be a loophole, maybe not.
Now, I got a few questions here in the chat room as well, but I was going to ask you, will there be any new caches? So let me pop this one up here from Tank Engine. He said, will there be any gadgets?
Yes, so we do have a series of 10 gadgets that we intend to have at the event, and that will constitute an ad lab around the venue. So you'll be able to go around and have a play with each gadget, and each gadget will reveal a code word for you to then do the ad lab. So really excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We will have some new caches coming out around Rotorua. We're sort of, we're aware that people like to go and grab a bunch of icons in a day. So obviously we're going to do everything we can to make sure that there are, the complete range of icons available.
Perfect. Well, I think that pretty much answers your question as well, Julie. She's asked, are there any new trails or challenge caches coming out?
I'm not sure about new trails. There is a really cool geo art that's just out south of the city, the Bison Trail. I haven't completed the trail, but I've done most of it, and it's actually in a really nice part of the countryside there. That really nice and quiet.
Well,
farmland.
You're too busy organising the event to go geocaching.
I am, yes.
Priorities. Oh dear. Now, will there be a part tag swap as well for people?
Okay, well, we have invited the Aussie Part Tag Club. We invited them when we saw them down in the Dunedin Mega event. I have reached out to them just fairly recently as well to confirm that. So Aussie Part Tag Club, if you're watching, please come. We'd love to have you, and we'd also love you to have you coordinate a part tag session. We do have some mad keen part taggers in New Zealand that will be super keen to be part of that. And we've got some cool part tags for the event as well. So,
excellent. All right, well, let's just backtrack a little here for Kitty Catch. Is there disabled parking access to the site?
Yes, there is. So the event itself is terrain one. Like it has a ramp. It's
Okay, great. Sorry, I just saw a thing here. Is anyone else having trouble logging into the GDU wheel? Site says it's down. Let me have a look into that for you, contester, and I will get back to you. But I will put your name on the list regardless.
It must be so popular with the people on this podcast. You brought it down.
We're breaking the internet. It's just so popular.
Breaking the internet. Yep.
That's it. All right, we'll look into that one for you. Time for some maintenance. We might need some bigger log sheets. That is right. There's a flood of people coming. Oh, get organised. Okay, so let's get back to some questions here. Can you order part tags online and have them shipped if we aren't attending the event?
Yes.
Yes.
I will. They're not on the store yet, but I am going to put them on the store very, very shortly. We've actually just, within the last week, been going through the actual finalising of the design and getting it ordered. There's 3 different part tags. So yes, once that's all settled, I'm actually just I'll put them up on the store so that you can pre-order a little pack of the path tags.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, that leads into my next question here. Can people buy merchandise, and when does that close?
Yep. So we have got a store. It is at Geocoins.nz. If you go to Geocoins.nz, there is a category there for the 25 years of geocaching. We've got you've got a bunch of different merchandise there. So we've got 2 types of supporter packs available. One is $69. One's $109. The $109 pack, for example, really good value. It's about $175 worth of stuff in there, coins and all sorts of bits and pieces and part tags and woody coins and just all sorts of stuff in there. We've got a few of the plus packs left. We've got plenty of the standard packs left at the moment. We actually have designed, or we've organised a range of clothing. So we've got a shirt. That's a pretty traditional thing to have an event shirt, but we've also got this really cool warm hoodie and a water resistant jacket. We sort of went
that's
down this
cool.
path because we don't know what the weather's going to be like. So we decided to
Best
give you
to be
guys all a
prepared.
really good range of options. Yeah,
That's
totally.
it.
Especially if you're coming from Australia, we know that you're used to the lovely warm
Yes.
warm and dry weather. So and we've also got a camo cap and a beanie.
Okay.
And everything can be trackable.
Mhm.
So all of them can have a trackable code on them. The shirts, hoodies, and jackets can have your name on them as well underneath the logo. So that's pretty cool. We'll keep everything open as long as we can, and I think it will be early April that we close off the clothing. Because
Right.
obviously
Okay.
it has to be all,
Time
embroidered.
for customization.
Absolutely.
Nice. Now, I've got a question here from DTY, who will be attending your Mighty Fine event. Will there be any competition or game over the weekend?
Yes, and we are still just finalising some of those. So we'll have some of the traditional ones. I know we'll do things like the geocaching bingo, because that is just a classic one that everyone enjoys, going around meeting new people and finding out their stories. So we'll definitely have that. We will have a couple of other interesting ones during the weekend. Yeah. And we'll have a load of spot prizes as well. We'll just have a load of spot prizes that we'll give away as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, follow-up question here from DTY. What is parking like in general?
Okay, well, it is in a park that has a reasonably large parking area. I can't tell you exactly what else is going to be going on in that park because it's a sports ground. We can't tell you exactly what else is going on in that park on that day, on that weekend. I can say that the Rotorua Marathon is in town that weekend as well, but that's more centered downtown. So that's 5-10 minutes drive away from our event. So but there's a reasonable amount of parking around that area. Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Excellent. The website states the Support Plus pack is out of stock. Are you restocking soon?
I will attend to that. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I'll attend to that after this podcast. Because we, like I say, we do well. Unless we've just had a rash of sales of them just coming through now, which I'll have to check, because we were only down to a few left. So I'll double check that, and within the next hour or so, if you check back and have a look then.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks, Amanda. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. Check back after the podcast. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, was there any more questions in the? Scramping, yes, you are on the list. Contester, you are on the wheel of names. Yes, no drama there. Now, I wanted to know, Mr. Funky Monkey Zone, if there was any sort of exclusive you could give the GDU watchers and listeners.
Well, I mean, we've discussed a couple of times about how this is all themed around 25 years of geocaching. So if you're not aware, I know that one of the things that people will be really keen to do when they come to Rotorua is visit this, the actual GC45 plaque. This is a replica of it. It's like 3 kilograms. But yeah, so this is located about 10 k's down the road from Rotorua. It is the site, or it's very close to the site of the original GC45, the very first geocache placed outside the US. So I think this should be on every geocacher's bucket list, basically visiting that site. It is very cool, 100%. And there's a virtual there. So visit there, stand there with the plaque, have a picture, and it's a virtual cache. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's
we
awesome.
will also have a really cool piece of geocaching history at the event as well, and that is the original bucket lid from GC45.
Get out of town, the original bucket lid.
So
cool.
You can see the lid. You can also, it has its own logbook that you can sign. It's a trackable. That's actually looked after by GeoRick. So thank you, GeoRick, for telling us that you're going to bring that along, and it's going to be part of the maze. And then we've got a little trackable, if you want to show it up on the screen, that you can discover, which is sort of an exclusive little trackable for all the viewers of this fine podcast to discover.
There you go. So discover GNM AR4. There you go. Oh, another question here for you in the chat room as well. Aaron Pickering joining us on Facebook. Do you still have the replica plaque coins available?
We do have those available. They are, as Aaron points out, an exact replica, a 1/4 scale replica of the plaque on the front, and then on the back there's a little bit of text describing the history and the history of the original stash, and then
Okay.
how it moved to New Zealand. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, that is still available. That's awesome. Great. Okay. Okay. Now, the other events that we needed to discuss. What's happening? What else is happening in the world of New Zealand?
What's else happening? Well, lots is always happening in the world of New Zealand. But in terms of like what's next after the block party, the next sort of big event, well, the next big event will be announced on the Sunday of the block party. So when we have that what's next event, that's when we'll be saying, there's something else planned for New Zealand, so for the future.
Oh, awesome!
And we're excited about it too.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's always nice to see things coming up in the future. That's great. Now, I just had a couple of quick questions that I was just curious to know. Now, I know you've organised some megas in the past. How did that come about? How did you decide to either do it or join the committee and make it happen? What happened there?
Probably like the most foolish decisions I've made. You know how it goes. You just dream up. Hey, why don't we put on a mega? And then months and months later, you kind of regret it. And then the event happens. You go, I'm never going to do that again. And then
that's right.
Then you forget that you said that, and you decide to do it again and again. And I get reminded every now and again.
Just reaffirm why you
get reminded
again.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, it's a lot of it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, but it's a lot of fun. And it's just really gratifying to be able to do it for the community and to see the community really get together and enjoy it. Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is, like you go to events and you could see that, it could be done differently or maybe a little bit better, or your skills are more inclined to help out, organize an event or things like that. Or, there's just not one being organized near you. So you think, I'll jump in and I'll make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't let 2025 go past and not have an event in New Zealand. And I guess when we finally made that decision to do it, and I mean, really, it was only about, I'm not sure how many months, it might have been 6, 7, 8 months out or something. And it's a pretty short lead time, really, to get it organized. But it was like, but we've got to do it. Like, we've just got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, so I know you've got some history with organizing big events, not just events, but big events. But tell me also, you've got Geocoins.nz as well.
Yeah, I mean...
so did you start Geocoins.nz?
I did, yes.
You did.
So it really just came about probably because of my love of geocoins. Geocoins.nz started in about 2018, but it actually had some history, going back to those events that we'd had prior to that, like the 2013 Mega, where we organised the coins for that as well. And so, really just the love of geocoins and thinking, well, actually, I want to start creating some cool coins and things. And so it was like, start the business to do it, and it's growing from there. We sell all manner now of geocaching gear, whether it's little cache containers and fake rocks and fake pine cones, right through our own designs of geocoins, wide range of groundspeak products as well. It's largely a vehicle so that we can then support the big events. Like that's really how it works, is by doing that, we've got something that we can then sort of build on and then be able to support, like this block party, the GPS maze, the previous megas. We ran the store for the October Mega in Dunedin. And I tell you what, when we were down there, we were blown away with the effort that they did at that event. That was amazing. Like that was just amazing. In fact, I came back to home and just had like an anxiety attack about how I'm supposed to follow that event with this block party.
I'm sure it's
major
fun.
shout out to what they pulled off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that'll be good. Oh, well, that's interesting. So, I was just wondering, why take on the shop and also then take on a mega? Like, it just seems like a lot.
I'm probably just a sucker for punishment, but I guess I am really passionate about the game, and I guess that's where it comes from. And it's just, I just want to get in and do it. Probably much to my partner's, she sometimes feels neglected and reminds me of that. but she's part of this. She's part of this event, so she's part of the problem.
Does Geocoins.nz, does that take up a lot of your time? Like, is that like a full-time job by itself?
From time to time. Mostly it doesn't, and mostly look, I'll be honest, I get a real kick out of like an order coming through, and it pops up in my email and me just getting straight onto it so I can get out on the courier the next day. I know we've had people who buy something in the afternoon one day and it's at their doorstep the next morning, and that I get a real kick out of that because I know it's just exceeding their expectations.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a bit better than Ozpost. That's awesome.
Well, NZ Post sometimes pulls it out of the bag.
Okay. So they must have been in the town over. There you go. Kirsty, you said it's great being a part of the Rotorua committee.
No, you're most welcome, KJR.
That's awesome. Now, I'm going to ask you an off-the-fly question. Do you have a favorite geocoin that has passed through your hot little hands?
Ooh, you mean one of mine or one of the others that I have seen? Wow.
Both.
I do have the complete collection of Lucky coins. Well, I should say no. I should rephrase that. I have every year. I know some people have all the different versions of every year, including the ones that you only get given at HQ. I have one of every year, and so I love that connection, that collection, particularly like the original one. Like that was difficult to get a hold of. The first 2 years were difficult to get a hold of. So yeah, in terms of my geocoins that I've designed, probably the Aotearoa Deluxe coin, which is I could probably go off camera and dig one out for you, but I won't for the moment. But it's a 3-inch wide coin that's basically like a flag of New Zealand on one side, and then on the other side it's like a whole topographic map of New Zealand that even then goes into the sea and has translucent blue for the sea.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
That sounds amazing. I'll have to get a picture of it from you and we'll show everyone later.
Yeah, it is on the store. I love that one. It was a real pain to create. It was a real technical challenge for the mint. So, yeah.
Okay. So did you get lessons on how to make geocoins or how to design geocoins from someone, or did you just start the process and figure it out as you went along?
I just kind of figured it out as I went along. I guess what may have helped in the early days is that I organized some way back in, like it was 2010, 11 and 12. There were these multi-events that were the 10, 10, 10, the 11, 11, 11 and the 12, 12, 12. And each one had like a coin where you designed the coloring for your event, but the coin itself, the design had been made. And so I guess that helped because being part of a team worldwide that was creating these coins, the actual design of the metal was done by someone else, and then we were just coloring it in. And so I guess that was nice because we couldn't screw it up. All we had to do was come up with some cool colors, and it's like that it helped. It helped as a learning exercise as to actually then how to design the coin from scratch.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got a follow-up question here from Tank Engine. He was wondering, does that coin have all caches marked?
Sorry, does which one?
The big one,
the New Zealand one. That would be very, very cool.
Lots of little dots on that. God, that'd be a thing. So Aaron Pickering joining us on Facebook has said that is a great coin, FMZ, and we love the wooden ones, especially for supporting events like GIF.
Yeah, so we do. I do have my own machine here that I can actually create wooden coins and do all the engraving, custom engraving. So we do actually create custom coins for people on the website. It's a real nice, inexpensive alternative to getting a metal coin made where you need to make sort of 100 or more to make it economical, whereas we can make the wooden coins in a much smaller run, fully trackable. And so I think what Aaron's mentioning there is, every now and again when we have some special events happening around, I've sort of, talked to the event organizers and said, I'll create a couple of coins and you can give them away as prizes. And it's a neat little thing for the people coming along to those events, and it's sort of customized to that event.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That's good. Well, if anyone has any follow-up questions for Funky Monkey Zone, chuck them into the chat room now, and we will get them displayed on the screen. So Chris has said, TV coins often go missing in the wild. They sure do. Tell me about it. The coins especially, travel bugs, they seem to fare a little bit better, but coins, they definitely go missing. They're just too shiny, I think. Just too pretty. Well, I mean, I know myself, when I was starting out in the game and I didn't understand all the rules, I found a TB coin, I think it was like the second find that I ever found a coin, and I thought it was something you kept. So I took it home and, you know, through the course of life, forgot about it, lost it. And I found it 10 years later when I was unpacking a box. And I was like, oh, what is this? And then sort of, got back into geocaching and worked out what it was and thought, oh, whoops, I shouldn't have kept that. And then I put it back out into the wild and it's still going around like 15 years later. So one of those things.
So that geocoin got you back into geocaching.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's amazing, what sort of triggers you into getting into geocaching. What triggered you into geocaching?
Me? Well, it's a funny story, really. My parents were into it first.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard of it in the fairly early days of the sport, but kind of thought, oh, that sounds silly.
Yes.
And my parents got into it. My mum was particularly keen on it, and she kept ringing me up and hassling me about, oh, you've got to get online and have a look at this place we went and this thing we did. And eventually it was like, it's like, oh, so I've got to sign up to look at what you're doing. So it was like, so that's when I signed up. And I still sort of didn't really get into it in the first few months, but then it was, I guess, a few months into it at the start of 2007. I was heading overseas for a bit, and I thought, I wonder if I should give this thing a go while I'm overseas, and got myself a little, what was it, Garmin 60 CSX or something, just a fairly basic GPS at the time. Back when you had to type the coordinates in on the screen of the GPS, and you had to print out cache descriptions and things. It weren't smartphones.
Yes.
Actually really got into it overseas, and then came back to New Zealand, and I was hooked.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to get hooked in on the adventure, isn't it? It's more than just finding a container under a bush. So
yeah, absolutely. Good. And just loving travel doesn't help either, because it's sort of like then you're traveling and then you want to go caching there, and
it just keeps circulating. It's great. I got another follow-up question here from DTY. She wants to know, will the night caching adventure be capped for numbers? Do you know how many people, and how far would the walk be?
I was actually just talking to the person that is involved in setting that up just earlier this evening. So he's still in the process of designing it. I don't think it'll be a terribly long walk. We don't want to cap the numbers because it's going to be an ad lab that's only open for a relatively short amount of time that night.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be an ad lab. So there will be 10 spots basically to visit through that night caching ad lab. And it's relatively close to where the venue is, in a bit of forest area. So it's going to be cool.
Nice. Excellent. Now I've got another question here from Jess joining us on YouTube. Can woodies be shipped to Australia?
They can. I have sent some to Australia. Yeah, no problem at all.
Excellent. Get online, Jess, start shopping. Now, Kiwi does stuff. As a question, FMZ, what is your greatest geocaching achievement? Is it the quad Jasma?
Oh man, don't make me talk about myself. I did complete Quad Jasma late last year on a massive road trip across the US. Yeah, we did just under 15,000 kilometers of driving through 34 states late last year, like August, September last year.
Yeah.
And that was, the primary goal for me was to go via Atlanta and get that final August 2000 cache, which got me up to Quad Jasma. So I was really pleased to finally sign that off.
Wow, that is fantastic. Good on you. That's a great effort. Oh, dear. Okay, well, that's all the questions I had for you tonight, FMZ. So you can breathe easy now.
I can chill out and just watch now. Awesome.
You can chill out and interact with the chat room, but stick around. Don't go anywhere. I'll get you to join me for the rest of the show. But thank you
No problem.
very much for spending time. I know it is getting on in the evening for you. So thank you very much for coming on the show and telling us all about the events and a little bit more about yourself. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Okay, so we have the photo comp is up next. So we will get in and see who is the winner for the photo comp for January.
Do you think I've got a chance, do you reckon? What for? How about the calendar photo of the month? Let's see this month's winner.
That is right. Thank you very much, SMS. Okay, so for January photo comp of the month, we had a bunch of submissions, and this is our winner right here, Corey Bodman the Bug, joining us live tonight in the chat room. Congratulations to Corey. Alrighty. So this picture here is GC24C7, and it is called The Final Cut. Now, thank you very much, Corey, for submitting that one. That one looks like it was a bit of an effort to get to, and looks like it was a good one. So thank you for submitting that. So jump online, GC24C7, and have a look at the logs there. Congratulations, Corey. You will be now in the 2026 GDU calendar. The months are racing by. So congratulations, Bug. Good job. Thank you for submitting a photo. And for all of you out there who would like to submit a photo, jump onto Facebook. Pinned to the top of the page is the post. So you can see in the comments there people's submissions. So you can submit your own in the comments, put in the GC title, give us a story, tell us what was going on and why this geocache was so spectacular and why it deserves to win. And vote for another one while you're there. We've got quite a few good submissions for February as well. So just jump onto Facebook, top of the page, and it is all there for you. So congratulations, Bug. Good picture. Looks like a good adventure out. So let's get on while you are all here. Back on to some prizes for you all. We do have quite a few good prizes for you. So let's get on with that.
Hi PCE, it's Allied Oz here in Wajak Noongar country, also known as Perth, Western Australia. My friend and yours, John and Di from geostuff.com.au, have some prizes for you. Very generous, as they are every month. Let's see what they are.
Yes, they are. Very generous indeed. Now, I have a very special prize to kick us off. Prize number 1 for tonight's show. I have one of these to give away. So let me pop that up on the screen here for you. So it is a mystery GB. Woohoo! That's right. It is pretty mysterious. So mysterious that I don't know what it is, and I dare say John and I don't know what it is either. But we're going to be giving away a mystery TB. So hold on to your seats because we're all going to be surprised, especially when it arrives in the post for you. So I'm just making sure everyone who has filled in the wheel of names is on the list. And I'm going to be going to the wheel of names for you now. And we will get on to drawing that one. So Funky Monkey Zone, what I'm going to do is in a minute I'm going to add the wheel of names to the screen here. And what I'll do is I'll get you to give me a countdown from 3 and we will do a no, not that one. Wrong button. Listen, stop being difficult. I want you to be full screen. Adangashin. Okay. Technical issues here. Right. So when you're ready, FMZ, I'll get you to give me a countdown from 3 and we'll get this wheel spinning.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Woohoo! And we are off and racing. Who is it going to be? Let's see. Oh, who is that going to be? Get out of town! Get out of town. That is fantastic. Sky Lizard, my newest Patreon. Sky Lizard joining us live tonight. Thank you so much. You have won a mystery TB from GeoStuff. Oh, congratulations. Okay. So, congratulations, Sky Lizard. You have won a mystery TB. So mysterious, you're going to find out what it is when it arrives. And so will I. So that is fantastic. So let me just take you off the list. And you are gone. Okay, so let me share my screen again. And we will get on to prize number 2. Actually, before I share my screen, let me show you what you could be winning. So prize number 2 for this evening. I've got 2 of these to give away. It is the GDU 2025 calendar. So 2 people will be winning a 2025 calendar. It has got a code on each month for a special discount with geostuff.com.au. And it's got the previous photo comp prize winners on the different months as well. So we got 2 of these to give away. So again, I'm just going to share my screen here, FMZ, and I'll get you to give me a countdown. And when you're ready, give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are off. So still in with a chance to win. Hopefully all of you got your name on the list. There you go. Who has won a calendar? Husky. Congratulations, Husky. Nice one. Okay. Oh, good job, Bug. Your calendar arrived today. That's fantastic. Excellent. Okay. We have another calendar to give away. So again, FMZ, I'll get you to give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1, spin it.
Yeehaw, and we are off. So, who's it going to be as it goes flying around? Imagine if it was the Bug, that'd be hilarious. Okay, Datsun 1600, congratulations. Datsun 1600. Woohoo! Okay, another Patreon of the podcast. So that is fantastic. Let me just remove the wheel of names from there. And I have one more sneaky prize to give away. Now, I didn't get time to do a U-Butte overlay, but nonetheless, we are giving away might be a little bit hard to see because it's green, but we're giving away a Dark Side Dan partage. So it is Signal the Frog, Dark Side Dan. And we'll be giving that one away. So what we'll do is I'll do another wheel of names for you all. So let me just bring that back to the stage. One more time, FMZ. Give me a countdown.
One more time. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. So let's see who will win the Dark Side Dan part tag. Houston, Texas Dave joining us all the way from Houston, Texas. Congratulations. Who is this? D at Geo. Congratulations, D at Geo. Cool. Just writing everyone's name down so I don't lose you. But thank you. And congratulations to all the winners. Datsun, yes, congratulations. Thanks for being here live. Okay, so let me stop sharing that. Congratulations, everyone. If I don't have your address, I will reach out to you, or you can send me a message through Facebook and let me know that you are a winner. So congratulations, everybody. Don't forget, if you enjoyed tonight's show, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the socials as well so you get notified and so you don't miss a show. Whenever we release a show, you will get notified, so that way you won't miss it. If there is a topic that you would like to see in the show on 2025, please reach out to me, let me know. I'd love to know what content you would like, so feel free to reach out to me and I'll make that happen. You can do that on all the socials, or you can send me an email at geocachingdownunder@gmail.com as well. If you've got a funny story or a topic you want, or a guest, if you'd like to be a guest, reach out to me, let me know. I'd like to thank our sponsors of the podcast here. So Lainey at LK Consulting Group, thank you very much for the marketing mentoring and all the brilliant ideas. Thank you very much. And geostuff.com.au for the monthly prizes and their continued support. They are a great, big, generous bunch of people. So thank you very, very much. Thank you, C. Michelle, for handling the audio and the video editing for me. And thank you for Mum for also covering some of the cost of the program here as well for you all. So now, in terms of, now that I've been talking about geo stuff, let me just share this all with you. So hopefully you got to see some of the social posts recently, and we had geo stuff ad we had, and let me just play that one for you now.
Discover a world of adventure with geostuff.com.au, Australia's premier geocaching gear provider. Whether you're a seasoned explorer or a beginner, we have everything you need to uncover hidden treasures. At geostuff.com.au, we equip you for the ultimate geocaching experience. Geostuff.com.au is your one-stop shop. From geocaching kits and containers to logbooks to t-shirts and clothing to trackable tags, geostuff.com.au has you covered. Enjoy fast shipping Australia-wide and expert advice from your fellow enthusiasts John and Di. Start your adventure with geostuff.com.au, where every find is a new story. Visit us online today and gear up for your next geocaching journey. That's geostuff.com.au. Uncover the world one cache at a time.
That is correct. Thank you very much, GeoStuff. Now, in terms of support for the show as well, for the podcast, I'd like to give a big thanks to our Patreons. So let's give the Patreons a shout out.
As GDU patrons, we are proud to support PCE and the Geocaching Down Under podcast.
Patrons are the heart of the show, so a big thank you to all the amazing supporters.
Your donations help keep the show alive.
So if you'd like to join the GDU family and support the show, go to the Patreon website below. GDU rocks!
Thank you very much, Canberra crew. That is awesome. So big thanks to our Patreons. You can support the GDU podcast on our Patreon account. Go to patreon.com/GDU podcast. We do have 3 different tiers there for support, so thank you. Now, our Patreons are C. Michelle, Kitty Catch, Kingfisher AU, Snappy Tomcats, Julie, Darren Archer, DTY73, Wollaston, Found It Podcast, Team Cashew, Hev Walker, James0116, Darkside Dan. We've also got Scrapping, Mighty Minions, Lee737, Geo Joe Contester. We've also got Gliss, Allied Oz, Arnott Family, Cosmonaut 97, Isopeta, Oz Glory, Pilot Jen, Roddy C, Young Old Fella, Tank Engine, Choo Choo, Bernie H, Burns 345, Chook and Chung, the People's Choice Award winners, Ben M70, Strange Trousers, Shorefoot 24, The Humbug, Datsun 1600, Bucko Radar, DFC_JLK 2019, Angel G, Mumba Bear 66, Toy Hunters, Duppers, Cicada, and our newest Patreon, Sky Lizard. So thank you very much, Patreons. You do contribute financially each month, which helps the podcast to be brought to you. So thank you very much. Thank you if you are watching the show live, and thank you if you are listening back or watching a rerun. Thank you. We do have quite a big library now of information there for you to digest. So hours and hours of watching fun for you all. Big thanks, Chris, FMZ, for joining me live tonight. I know it's getting late over there, but appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
I have.
Good.
It's been fun.
That is good. Excellent. Now, don't forget, we will see you all on the 11th of March, which is the next show. I've got a brilliant guest lined up for the show as well. And don't forget, I'm PCE from GDU. It's been fun. And remember to get lost. to get found with GDU.
Geocaching down under.
Okay, so we are still live here, Chris. So let's see who's still hanging around in the chat room and see what they have to say for themselves.
I know there was a couple of
Houston,
questions.
Texas Day. I finally met the Aussie geocacher at a Munsey event. How funny is that? Got to take a picture with him and, of course, Munsey with him. There you go. Oh, Pluto. Oh, well, better late than never. Thanks, Minnie. Appreciate it. Oh, good. Isopeta is still here. That's good. Scramping has a question for you. Are you able to purchase merch and have it sent if you aren't able to make it to the block party?
Yep. We'll be happy to do that. If we have to send it over, like we have to just basically look at what the shipping cost is to do it. So, for example, after the last mega being COVID affected, we had some people from overseas that couldn't get here. I think it ended up, off the top of my head, being about $13 to send a supporter pack at the time to Australia. So it wasn't significant. Okay. But yeah, we'd definitely be happy to do that after the event. We would probably just look at that after the event. If you buy one, you don't turn up, you talk to us after, or we'll still have your supporter pack here. So we'll talk to you and we'll figure it all out. But very happy to do that.
Excellent. Oh, that is good news. Okay, so not all is lost. That's good. Okay. Yeah, Minnie, I know, right? Can't get to NZ. It does sound like it's going to be amazing. And fingers crossed you have some good weather too. That's what it is. Jess still here. Ask an Aussie to bring it back for you. That's it, Minnie. Get someone to bring your shopping
There's
back.
always that.
Could you
There is
imagine
always
one
that, yeah.
one poor geocacher is probably going to get lumped with a lot. That's hilarious. Oh, you're welcome, Thomas. Thank you for watching live. Absolutely love having new watchers live. Pluto has a broad geocaching question. What is a geocache maze? Would you like to take that one, FMZ?
I'll take that. Yep. So the GPS Adventures Maze exhibit, that's its full name. It's a very special kind of cache type. So, like trad, multi, event, all these kinds. So it's a very special type. There's only been about 50 or just over 50 of them in the entire history of caching since the very first one. I can't even remember where the very first one was, but it would have been early 2000s. So yeah, very, very rare. They don't pop up all that often. They only pop up in association with a mega or a giga or this year a block party event. So they are kind of special to get to, particularly if you want to tick that icon off on your profile and say that I've visited one. But I mean, quite aside from ticking the icon off, they're just really cool and interesting things to go and visit and just look at all the information, history of GPS, history of caching, all sorts of information about caching. Yeah.
And they're all different.
Really cool and really interesting. All different. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've got, old GPS units and old geocache containers and all sorts. Like, it's fascinating and everyone is different. So,
yeah.
Yeah, the Albury one, that was good, Team Casho. That was a good one. That was my first GPS maze. So really worth it. Like, if you're going to an event and there's a GPS maze, 100% put it on your list to do. You could whiz through it in 30 minutes or, you could really spend some time looking because it's very interesting. No,
and there will be an ad lab that you can do while going through the maze at our block party.
Yes, that's even better. 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
I like it. That's good. Yes, Jess, if you order stuff, someone can collect it and bring it back. Good luck. Yep. Organising that. But yeah, I think some poor person's going to end up with 100 kilos of luggage.
Bring a spare suitcase, fill it up with supporter packs and merchandise for all your friends back home.
All your friends. Charge them $5 postage each. You can make a fortune. So yeah, no, that's good. Excellent. All right. Well, that's all the questions I had for you. So if anyone in the chat room still has anything they want to ask FMZ, let us know if you're going to the block party. That would be amazing. I'd really love to see who is going. It looks like there's a few people in the chat room who will be going.
It is May the 3rd and 4th.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much, Pluto. May the 3rd and 4th. So you've still got, what's that? Just under 2 months. 2 months, maybe 3.
3 months, I hope.
3. you're like, don't make it go faster.
Just about gave me a heart attack. 2 months.
I'm like, yeah, no, 3 months. 3 months. Dearie me. Patrick, I think it's probably not going to be hand delivered to you in Sweden. But anyway, there you go. Julie's going. She's going to need 1,000 kilos carry on. There you go. Contesta is going. Isopeta can't make it. Oh, you're going to a Giga at the same weekend. Okay, fair enough. It would be awesome to duck over to New Zealand and go to one. Chris, you're flying out to Hawaii the day before? Rub it in. I don't know. I'd still be pretty keen on the geocaching event.
Come on, Chris, we're going to have some FTFs there. Surely you're keen.
Yes, Team Casho, I did manage to find someone to use the voucher. So thank you very much for donating that. That was lovely. Jill Cooper is going to be at the event. That is awesome. Good job, Jill. And Jess, what is the timing for the Woody coins? As in time of production?
Well, I think we put on the listing there that we try and get them out within a week, but in general, we try and get them out within a day or two. It really just depends on exactly how busy I am to get on the computer, set them up, get the machine going.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, I think that is it from everybody, and that is it from us. So hopefully you've all had a good night, and thank you to Patrick for getting up nice and early in his workday and saying hello to us all and bringing us all the details of the TV news. That's absolutely wonderful. That was really good. And we will see you next month on the 11th of March, where we'll bring you another show. And we will look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much, Scramping. Appreciate that. Oh, K Creek is joining us live on Facebook. G'day, love. Yes, wouldn't it be nice to go to the block party? And the GPS maze is definitely worth it. Yes. Oh, Pluto won't be able to make it either. Oh, well. Neither can I. It's very depressing. Excellent, DTY. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, Hev Walker. Glad you all enjoyed the show, and we will see you on March the 11th. Hope everyone has a good evening. Happy geocaching. Don't forget, go find a themed cache around frogs. Get back to nature. Enjoy. Take a picture of your adventures. Put it in the GDU Photo Comp of the Month submission, and you could be in the GDU 2026 calendar. That's awesome. And thank you very much, and I hope you all have a lovely night. Bye-bye.